Welcome back, everyone. Let's dive right into today's explainer. I want you to picture the scene. It's Friday night. The iconic lights of Wrigley Field are beaming down on the diamond. We've got a seriously dramatic clash unfolding. On one side, the Chicago Cubs. On the other, the Houston Astros. Two teams on wildly different trajectories colliding under the Chicago sky on May 22nd, 2026.
Now, forget all that pre-game excitement for just a second, because the tension here was unreal. 37,332 fans packed into Wrigley, and man, you could feel the mounting anxiety just vibrating through the stands. It was heavy, almost somber. The pressure inside that historic stadium was absolutely suffocating.
And they had good reason to feel that way. I mean, just days ago, we were talking about this bright, glorious 15-game winning streak at home. The fans were ecstatic, right? The team looked absolutely unstoppable. But then, the bottom completely falls out. We plummet straight into this painful 6-game losing skid. That incredible streak, yeah, it felt like a distant memory compared to the agonizing weight of dropping 10 of their last 12 games.
Section 1. Astros take early control. So the Astros came into this matchup sitting at an underwhelming 20-31. Not exactly world beaters. But as we all know, in baseball, momentum is literally everything. Houston stepped into the batter's box and immediately seized control. Boom! Number 4. That is the number of home runs Christian Vázquez has launched so far this season. He led off the third inning and absolutely crushed the ball to kickstart the scoring. You could practically feel the electric jolt on the Houston bench. And they didn't stop there. The Astros kept the energy high and put together a relentless multi-run sequence. Vazquez comes right back with an RBI single in the 4th. Then Zach Cole drives in another run with a fielder's choice. Right after that, Bryce Matthews keeps the line moving with an RBI single in the 5th. It was just a rapid-fire sequence, building a decisive 3-0 and then 4-0 lead. But we really have to talk about the struggles of Cubs pitcher Jameson Taillon. 17. That is a heavy number. He surrendered his 17th home run of the season to Vazquez, which, right now, is the worst mark in the majors. Taillon ended up taking his 3rd straight loss, giving up all 4 Houston runs before getting pulled after just 4 2/3 innings.
Section 2. Missed chances for Chicago.
Seriously, my heart beats faster just thinking about this 3rd inning sequence. Astros pitcher Spencer Arrighetti issues a walk. Then he hits a batter. Then he hits another batter. Suddenly, the bases are loaded. The crowd is absolutely roaring. But Arrighetti miraculously escapes. How? Rapid fire, strikeout, infield pop-up, ground out. Just like that, pounding the strike zone, he wriggles out of a massive jam and leaves the Cubs totally stranded.
And this stat, man, this one just hurts if you're a Chicago fan. 0 for 9. The Cubs went 0 for 9 with runners in scoring position. You could literally hear the groans from the hometown fans. Every single time they had a runner waiting to be brought home. Every time the anticipation peaked. They just failed to deliver. They finished the entire game with a measly 4 hits.
There was, however, one fleeting moment of hope for the Chicago faithful. Pete Crow-Armstrong provided a quick spark, blasting his 6th home run of the season. It was a brief flash of brilliance that finally put the Cubs on the board.
But it just didn't last. Listen to this line from the game recap. The Cubs also came up empty after loading the bases with 2 outs in the 8th. That right there, that's the ultimate dagger. Houston's Brian King, the last of 4 relievers, came in and completely shut the door, securing a 4-out save. A really quiet end to what could have been a massive rally.
Section 3. Around the League Highlights.
Let's take a quick look around the league because there were some absolute thrillers. The White Sox exploded for a 9-run 4th inning against the Giants, highlighted by rookie Munetaka Murakami ripping a wild, bases-clearing double. Just an explosive inning. Meanwhile, out west, Chad Stevens delivers absolute 9th-inning heroics, smashing a go-ahead single to cap off a crazy Rockies rally past the Diamondbacks for a 3-2 win. Just high-octane baseball all around.
Section 4. What this means moving forward.
So what does this all mean? Well, with this 4-2 victory, the Houston Astros get a much-needed pulse in the American League West. They improve to 21-31. Look, they're still sitting at the bottom of the table, 5.5 games back from the division lead. But a gritty road win against a tough opponent, that is exactly the kind of spark that can turn a season around. Plus, Spencer Arrighetti picking up his 6th win of the year is a huge foundational piece for them moving forward. Over on the National League Central side, we have to take a serious look at these standings. The Cubs' slide, dropping 10 of their last 12 games, has real, tangible consequences. They fall to 29-22. That drops them 2.5 games behind the division-leading Milwaukee Brewers, and suddenly they are neck and neck with St. Louis. The pressure is officially on.
Which leaves us with one final, lingering question. Can the Cubs break the curse of this homestand? Or is this agonizing skid just the beginning? We'll find out tomorrow when Houston's Kai Tang takes the mound against Chicago's Colin Rea. The tension is set. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and I'll catch you next time as we continue to break down the most fascinating stories in sports.